Generic greetings and welcome to StarScraper. Today's beverage is a nice cup of green tea, very healthy indeed. So StarScraper is a tower building game. It's a game where you where you build a tower. I don't think I can make it any simpler than that, really. It's a game I've only played a small amount of. I think only about 3/4 of an hour, so very first impressions only on this one. But like a lot of people, I wanted to check it out because, well, I grew up playing Sim Tower, and any sort of tower building game I sort of have this weird attraction towards. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the game. As I said, this is a very early first impressions, if nothing else. So this is version 0.9.1. Something that I can't see because the recording thing that you can't actually see is over that. So yeah, that's the version number. They do have a roadmap and are planning on adding more stuff, but as of the time recording, obviously that isn't in yet. But links in the description for the store page as well as the website and obviously roadmap, things like that. Let's go to start new tower, and we need to give our tower a name. Generi Tower, I think, is the name of the game, and we're going to quickly run through the UI. So top left shows us the date, so Monday at 3:55 AM on January. I assume that there are seasons, but I don't know. Is that like snowflakes coming down? It looks to be that. Cool. And we also have our money as well, which is 50,000 generic units of currency. Top right shows us the market is closed and the price of stock, because you can buy out your own stock. The coffee cup is what you press to change the time, so it's normal, 2 times, 4 times, and then paused. We have our help guide here, which is fairly basic, but I think it tells us mostly what we need to know. But as I said, this is a very first impressions only, so I've had a quick run through that and reflected back a couple of times when need to. We have the ability to buy and sell our own stocks when the market opens, but I've not really done anything with that. And then finally we can zoom right out, and yeah, I'm guessing there's a reason why this is so tall. If I got a tower this tall, I would be quite impressed. I think the game starts off very sensible, where you're building things like offices and residential apartments, things like that, and then in the end you're building like nuclear reactors and Ferris wheels on the thing. So it's definitely got that side of it in here. Over to the left hand side we have options for building rooms, visualizations, ads and things, which I'll touch on, well, some of them later on, but one of them now. Let's go to buildings. So we've got things like services, so fire extinguisher and trash collection, and I think we're going to go for transportation first. And we've got a stairwell and an elevator shaft. You can see this one is locked. That requires fame. One of the things that's quite important in the game is fame, which we currently have 0 fame, and you'll get that by basically doing a good job. However, because that's a really important thing, I don't know why it's not up here, because having to go and refer back to that is a little bit annoying at times, especially when you can see a lot of this is hidden behind that fame. But anyway, let's just go back, and we're going to go to transportation, and we've got stairwell, which costs 815 generic units of currency, and it shows you like the base rent, the water and power required. I don't know why it requires water, maybe fire suppression. The elevator shaft actually requires a little bit more electricity but no water, but it does generate 50 dBs of noise, and also the upkeep cost is a lot cheaper. Anyway, we're going to place an elevator shaft in here, and then you can just clicky draggy and then move things around. Same for the tower, you can make it wider or taller, and obviously every time you do that it will cost money. So what I want to do is place, most likely I think we'll have a basement as well. I want to have like a, I say double. Let's go for a double elevator shaft on this corner here because I can, and we'll have some apartments on this side, fairly nice apartments, and we'll see what sort of things we need from there and see what money we get. Also, you can see in the background there's like a monorail, and underground this tube here, this is the subway, but at the moment I don't think you can connect to them, but I think that's on the roadmap as well. Anyway, over to building, and we're going to go for most likely residential. So we got a boiler room. It says specialized hot water control to fill each household's shown special needs. So do we need that one in here? I'm guessing we do. Let's have a quick look actually. So we've got things like the home leasing. So base rent is 575. You can see water and power there, fire hazard, and there's also noise levels as well. Looking for management business for leasing living spaces. Lock your residents into a year-long living contract. You've also got loft apartment as well, which is supported by leasing, home leasing and boiler room. So we need a boiler room for that one. And then the 1-bed flat requires home leasing and boiler room. So I'm going to go with probably a home leasing, and then we'll place maybe a couple of loft apartments. Actually, home leasing we can probably put down here. We don't need up the top. I'll tell you what, we'll put it on Yeah, we'll put it down here, and we'll place a boiler room in here. Ah, that fits in absolutely perfectly. What we'll do is unpause it and let them crack on with it. Let me just make sure it's normal speed, which it is. And you can see it just automatically builds, basically. It just takes a little time to build, and then it automatically builds. And we've got people also wandering around. You can go onto the people button here and click on them, and you can see what they like. So, what's cosmetology? Not a clue. They like learning. This is Henry Nugent, and they dislike crafting, and occupation is a barber. There you go. Anyway, our home leasing is now in. People will wander in here and like wander around it, and it's as if they're working, but it doesn't really look like they're working. They just sort of wander around. Actually, does it say occupation if I click on this person? Occupation beekeeper. Oh, you can edit the name, change the job, and you can literally just type it in if you want to. Okay, fair enough. So that's now in. Let's go ahead and build some housing. So we want a... Where would it be? It's in residential, and you've got loft apartment or a one-bed flat. I think we're going to go for maybe one of these. And, oh, we can see we've got this box around it. If you go outside of that, you can see you've got these ticks there. It says requires for the loft apartment. It requires home leasing and a boiler room. So having it down here will be pretty good. I'm going to place one in there. I'm holding shift to build multiples of these, by the way. And those fit in very, very nicely indeed. So that's fine. And then I'm going to see what else it may require. You can see the elevators are working quite well. There doesn't seem to be any sound effects for these going up or down. Although, if I remember Sim Tower, the main sound effects was woo, woo, woo as the elevators go up and down. At least that's my... yeah, what I remember about it. So these loft apartments are now in. You can see we have a sort of bathroom there. Looks like to be like a little stove and a fridge back there, and then up this ladder. You have to go up the ladder to then go to this, and that's actually 1 star there. So if we go over to here, is it not visualize this revenue? So it says no toilet access and very high fire risk. So we've not got, like say, a toilet access, or we've also got high fire risk. So I'm going to extend this out to the other side, and on this side I'm going to put a oh, well, that's not, that fire extinguisher is not to place a fire extinguisher. That is actually to put out fires. Infrastructure, fire extinguisher, and I'm putting a fire extinguisher there, and then I'm going to put a fire extinguisher on there, and we'll probably do the same on the bottom just in case. This is a tower after all. And we want to go for some infrastructure, single toilet or a bathroom. Well, oh, the bathroom's actually quite long. I think we could probably fit in maybe a single toilet in there, but if I then make it a little bit longer, I will place in a bathroom which will go in here and then in here, and then what I can do is then shrink this down. So you can constantly alter the size of the tower. No planning permission required there. So hopefully then, oh yeah, so we now got up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars on these loft apartments. The one on the left hand side, not ideal. We'll just say what's wrong with that one then. What's wrong with those? And it says high fire risk. Okay, high fire risk. We can do something about that. We'll extend to this side now, and I'm going to place, I think, I'm going to place a stairwell along here. So that would be, well, actually no, infrastructure, no. I have to keep opening that up, and it would be transportation and stairwell. Stairwells, however, are very, very expensive, so we'll go for, do I want to place one there? Do I want to place them to the left and then place the fire extinguisher in? I think we'll place them probably there. 1, 2, 3. That's all I'd be able to afford. I want to make it a bit longer. Okay, tell you what, we'll go and knock the speed up a bit because, well, we need more cash. We've got 875 generic units of currency, but I want to make it a little bit longer and then put the fire extinguisher on that side. But you can see people are now having places, well, they've got places to live, and the rating is quite good. So the rent adjustment is plus 125%. Net revenue is 212, so that's pretty good. Also, fire risk is pretty high a couple of places here. You can also, that's traffic data. You've got things like fire risk, so fire risk's quite high over here. Noise data is actually not bad, not bad at all. And beautification, we really don't have any of that, so there you are. Close that up. And I'm just thinking, do we want to keep building? I think we'll build apartments. I think that is the way forward for the time being. But we've got these loft apartments. We're going to build most likely some cheaper apartments. I think we'll go for probably think like a 1-bed flat, or yeah, probably a 1-bed flat is the way to go, I think. That is all right. It's supported by a boiler room and leasing. And oh, we now got 24,425 generic units of currency. So pressing space just to pause it, extending this to the left-hand side just by a cheeky amount, just a cheeky amount, and back to main menu, over to our infrastructure, fire extinguisher, and similar to the way we've put this on the other side, we're going to put 1, 2, and then 3, and then back to main menu, transportation, stairwell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, and we can build more stuff up the top. It's quite difficult at times to see what's filled and empty, so obviously this is got something in. Normally when you mouse over, obviously you get this like rating as well, but these ones, when they haven't got a rating, you can see that's empty, but it's just be nice if it was easier to differentiate it. Anyway, we've now got 18 grand. Back to main menu and over to our residential, and we're going to go for 1-bed flats, and I can only really place them here and here. That's as far as I can go, because if I go further up, we don't have the home leasing nor the boiler room. Now, that doesn't mean I can't build them elsewhere, so we shall see. This, sadly, actually, one would go... Oh, that's actually okay. 1, 2, 3, 4... Alright, then we've got these little gaps here, so I'm not too sure what I can place there. Oh, will the loft apartment go there? Oh, it will! Perfect! Right, so that's okay, I think. Rating is fine. Let me just double check and see. It says, no toilet access on this level. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Few too many visitors to the toilet, to the bathroom. I wonder what the best way is to fix that. Maybe get rid of this loft apartment. I think we will hold right click and get rid of that and go for infrastructure, single toilet, and if we place one in 1, 2, 3, 4, surely that'll give us more than enough. I don't think I need all of those, but we shall see. And no, it's a shame it won't. I tell you what I'll do then. This might be a bit of a dodgy one, so destroy, 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 destroy. Just blow up their houses that they've recently built, and instead we will have a 1-bed flat, 1-bed flat, and then on this side instead we're going to have our single toilets because the bathroom will not fit in there. And we'll go for 1, 2, 3, 4. I've noticed a bit of a bug. See, these are all glitching out. This is when it's on the highest speed, but if we go at the normal speed, these now then work. You can see those elevators were like going all over the place, and now we have, I don't know if it's intentional, multiple elevator shafts in one thing, so not really too sure what that's all about. So are we doing all right on this one? We are, yes, they're all pretty good. They're all pretty good. Right, so that's fine. I am then not going to build any more residential, I don't think. However, down the bottom here, I think we can probably build maybe some food and drink stuff. So we've got things like a burger joint, which needs a seating area. We'll try that out later. We've got things like a bakery and a butcher and a greengrocer. So we'll go for a bakery, we'll go for a greengrocer, and we'll have a... maybe a... I think we'll put the butcher and the dairy on that side. Yeah, and we've got this little bit of a gap, which I'm not really too sure what I can put there. I guess there's entertainment. This is where you go. You got like mini golf, I mean, casino stuff, event centers. Yeah, there's quite a number. There's quite a large amount of stuff in here, and some of it is, I was going to say bordering on ludicrous, but I don't actually mind because that's what, that's like a deliberate, what they went with, that's a choice. So at least from the get-go, we know that we can build things like Ferris wheels and all this sort of thing. So yeah. I also very much like the background as well, very colourful, and it's with all the like sort of day-night cycle going on. It is a smorgasbord of colours. Retail and business, a snack machine. Oh, that might be a nice thing to place. Let's place a snack machine in maybe a record store. Well, that's going to have probably high decibel level. Tell you what, snack machine can go in here, followed by next to it. I think we'll have a extinguisher like so. All right, so we are now rocking, I think. And I'll go for fame. You can buy ads, so for 51,000 I can get 250 fame. I can also spend 1,000 to gain a loyalty point, and it looks like with 8 vouchers you can get a David statue, then Atlas, and then a grand fountain. Oh, hang on, see a little money pop up there? Looks like we've been making some money, pretty good. Just seeing what these guys are all about. Just seeing if they're alright. They're like DIY, they dislike sorry, they like pets, dislike DIY, occupation is a beekeep error. That's because I think, because I think yeah, I pressed W, didn't I? Beekeeper, there we go. Pretty good. And they also have favourites. Ah, that's weird. So there's actually relationships between them. Oh, oops, I've just deleted their favourite person. Whoopsie. Right, so what we're going to put up here, I reckon we are most likely going to go with some business. And we have offices. These are 14 grand a piece. Let me just increase the speed of the game. Actually, no, because the elevators just glitch out. And then we'll go for 2 times there. And we want to extend this up a little bit. Extend these up like that. And then we should be able to afford one more stairwell. I like the stairwells being on one side and the elevators like sort of in the middle there. That just seems to be a sensible decision, I think. And I'm just checking the ratings out. So we got either 5 or 4 stars by the look of it. So the bakery's 4 stars, greengrocer's 4 stars, snack machine is... Oh, they're all 5 stars. Brilliant. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. So when we build more of these loft apartments and such, I'll have them up here. But obviously we'll have a boiler room and a home leasing in the middle there. So that's most likely what we'll end up doing. You can see there's a bit of traffic on these ones, but that's fine, I guess. Noise data seems to be okay. Nothing in red or anything. We're not going to have a record store. Fire risk there's a little bit of a fire risk over here, but we can most likely resolve that by building a fire extinguisher. And we can see we're building them at like every other level on this left hand side, and we'll have to do something similar over here as well. Other things we can go for, we got things like education, so you start with daycare, kids library, primary school, public library, then you've got university and a museum, so it goes quite large. Medical, you've got doctor's office, ob gym, you've got pediatrician, therapist, pharmacy, hospital stuff as well, but again, a lot of this is locked behind fame, so you need to deal with the basic stuff in order to get the other one. And residential we've really checked out, but you've got, what this is, 2-bed flat, and then hospitality, reception desk, single hotel, double hotel, and a luxury suite. Very nice indeed. Let's just knock that up a little bit. And I guess, what else for business? Conference hall, server room, warehouse. Now we're just going to go for offices. I don't know what else we can do with general retail. I mean, I would like to have a burger joint. Actually, do you want to do that first? Do you want to go for like a burger joint? I like this little ticker as well. Get some weird stuff popping up there. The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, bring promise of merry sunshine. Oh, 47,000. We've been paid. Payment has come in. And now it is raining. There you go. So different weather effects. So yeah, I think we're going to go for maybe a burger joint, which is probably going to be quite a noisy thing. We'll place a burger joint there. And then the seating area goes... Oh, perfect. Love it when it just fits in. Will it fit in there as well? Oh, yes! Double seating area. So the burger joint is in. So let's go ahead, and this is where we're going to start doing some business. Lots of business. So business, we'll go for, it's 14 grand a piece. We can get 1 business in. There's that seating area, which is 4 stars. I wonder if we get any better. We'll just see what it says. It says too few visitors. Well, that's what it says at the moment. Oh, fire risk is a little high as well. I'll have to sort that out with the building of, I guess, what's that one? A fire panel. Sadly, it's behind 2 grand's worth of prestige. And what we are on at the moment, we are on, well, 0 fame. Fame, prestige, yeah. Okay. Business. Office. Oh! Office is quite a big thing. We're going to have to alter the stairwell. Curious. What am I going to do there then? Am I going to have the offices stop there and have elevators go up that side? It is a possibility. So, what I'll do then, I will have these down. I think I've just deleted the ability... Oh, I was going to say deleted the ability for people to move around, but yeah. Okay now. Put that there. And I think we can... Can we move that? No, middle mouse is to duplicate them. Get rid of that. We want infrastructure. No. Transportation. Elevator shaft. There we go. So hopefully people can get off there and then go up. Maybe that'll work, maybe that won't. In here then, not really too sure what I can put. We'll see. Fire extinguisher. Making sure we're keeping that nice. That'll be offices. Don't know what we can really have up here. Don't really want to place like medical there or something. It doesn't really seem to fit. And retail. Sporting goods. Record store. Sporting goods. And I could place a snack machine there. Move the... Let's actually move those along, because then we'll be able to get two in. Like that. These people are wandering around on the stairwell and using that. Yeah, actually went on that. But only $3 grand. I think we'll be able to get two things in there. Offices, total of 5 stars. Good. That's what we want to see. Let's go for maximum speed. And a couple of people are going in the office. Okay, good. Let's have a quick look at that. Net revenue's good. Just selecting the people here as well. Have we got any achievements yet? Ah, yes. So you get achievements by completing like certain milestones. You get milestones and you get these here, and then you can basically tick it and you get some reward money, which is exactly what we've got. Good. So I think we'll go for some... I think a record store over there, out of the way. Sporting goods and a bookstore. Ah, darn it, it won't fit in. That's a shame. Clothing outlet. Oh, clothing outlet's even better. Fits right in. There we go. And obviously this is probably noisy around here. Why is that burger joint only 1 star? Ah, that's because you got... Right, see this? You got trash around here. So the game generates trash, which you have to manually remove, which I am not a fan of. I must confess, I'm not a fan of. But I think you can eventually get in here condenser plant and then nuclear plant. A broom closet, yeah, which I think automatically cleans stuff up. But there you are. Not seeing these elevators activate just yet. Record store's open, but not 5 stars. Why are we not 5 stars? Too few visitors. Okay, well, it'll take some time to go there. Oh, we're on to 63 now. Oh, we're really rocketing away. So, I guess more offices. Just build this up. Bring this up here as well. Let's just get this extended. So, we want business, office. 1, 2, 3. That's all we can do. And then put those in. Middle mouse. Putting those in. And probably... Hang on, is that right? Yeah, there we are. There's all the officers, and they're all 5 star. Obviously, there'll be too few visitors at the time for you know, at this stage. But we can keep building further up. I'm guessing from this point though, more people. I mean, we could just make it wider. You know, I'm guessing, but I haven't tried it. I'm guessing you can build all the way around here, so you can build a fairly big tower. What are we missing out on? We are missing out on entertainment. We haven't got an exchange desk, but you can see this is a big thing. So we'll have to extend the tower. Let's try with this. Let's try this entertainment thing. See what it's like. Mini golf is 33. An arcade cabinet is just under 10,000. It says test your elite skills for the high score. The exchange desk. It says arcade ticket booth, fun prizes when you win big. So this arcade cabinet doesn't say supported by exchange desk. No, it does. No, it does. It exactly says that. I thought it was underneath the the different rates and stuff, but yeah, it is there. Looks like we've got rave reviews. Have every room in your tower at 5-star rating at the same time while having at least 20 rooms. Oh, brilliant. Wow. So we must be doing okay then. Entertainment. Exchange desk. It's going to go in here. And then, oh, mini golf. Mini golf's a big unit. Right, let's put mini golf up here. Oh, I like that. I very much like that. And obviously all this stuff on the right hand side to support that. And arcade cabinets. Oh, I love it when it fits in. So yeah, you've got these different form factors, and they seem to go in quite nice. Hang on, I've now got card tables and roulette. Is that because I've got a certain level? Oh, yeah, so these slot machines only need 8750. So if I go over to my fame, I'm on 125 fame. Sweet. And what ratings are these at now? Too few visitors. That might sort itself out as things go by. But, obviously, at the moment, retail. I've got a little bit of retail. I've got a fair bit of business, but I think either hospitality or just places to live, I've not got much. So I think that my next one would be that. What was that popping up there? It says like woohoo summer or something. And I just realised that, shall I actually buy my own stock? Buy some more stock. Yeah, I've just spent a lot of money on buying my own stock. Don't know what that actually does, but I've bought it. Okay, well that's the tower. I think I am best off building another bit of home leasing and boiler room, but what would be best actually is if I was going to do that, don't start here, because obviously that projects around it. I would build a couple of layers of, probably a couple of layers of the flats and the loft apartments, most likely. Let's have a look. Residential. Two-bedroom flat, just haven't got. Yeah, probably build a couple of those. Oh, there's a condo. And then build the home leasing, the boiler, and then build further from there. But because it's a little bit wider, we might be able to get some more stuff in as well as the toilets. Anyway, I think we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a little bit of StarScraper. Overall thoughts are that it's like quite a simple game. That's not a knock, but I found it to be, like I say, quite a chill one to jump into and play. I would personally like a lot more interaction with wealth inconceivable stockpile. What was that? Over 150,000. We got nearly 300,000. We can buy loads of stock. Oh, the market's closed. No, I guess we can't. I would like to get more interaction with like utilities, with the transport system, so the monorail and the subway as well. And also the people just seem to meander around. They don't seem to really interact with others, nor with like these items. And if they do, it's just not really pronounced. So there's that as well. It does feel like it's maybe perhaps underbaked a bit, but they do have a roadmap. Maybe they'll change in that one up. It's very colourful and, like I say, a fairly relaxing one. And also, if you like the silliness of some of this stuff, like, having things like a Ferris wheel or a roller coaster and stuff in this massive tower, then it may be one for you to check out. As I said, oh, hang on, is someone playing mini golf? Yeah, they're just going to stand around. But yeah, seems fairly simple, unless there's something I'm missing. But we seem to do all right. Not too sure exactly how much more I'm going to put into it, but if they do add more stuff, like say connections with the monorail and subway and other things, that should hopefully make it a bit more of a draw. But overall, can't say there's any great deal breakers. It's just is what it is. So that's a bit of Skyscraper. Hope you have enjoyed this little look at the game. It is a first impressions only, as I said, because I've played just over an hour now. So, yeah, very early first impressions only. But if you'd like to see, by all means, check the links out in the description. Either way, hope you have enjoyed it. If you want to see more, by all means, let me know, and we'll go from there. And yeah, I should point out there has been these helicopters going past all this time. And it says, your summer destination. Very good indeed. Either way, hope you have enjoyed this little look at the game. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.